Every day is a series of small, quiet choices. You scroll through your phone while waiting for your morning coffee. You grab a quick snack from a shelf at the grocery store. You click on a link that promises a deal you cannot miss. These moments feel insignificant, like tiny ripples in the vast ocean of your day. They feel like your decisions and yours alone. But are they truly? Are your choices really your own? Or are they being influenced without you noticing? Companies are deeply invested in the choices you make. They want you to pick their product, to use their service, to engage with their brand. They do this not through force, but through a gentle, almost invisible guidance. This essay will explore the subtle ways companies influence your daily decisions. We will not uncover a grand conspiracy or paint these businesses as villains. Instead, we will look at the simple, well-researched techniques they use. These methods are often grounded in basic human psychology. They work because they tap into the mental shortcuts our brains use to navigate a complex world. We will walk through the aisles of a supermarket, decode the numbers on a price tag, and understand the design behind your social media feed. The goal is simple: to make you more aware. The intention here is not to make you feel paranoid or distrustful of every ad you see. It is to empower you with knowledge. When you understand the mechanics of influence, you can start to see them in your own life. You can notice the carefully placed products, the urgent calls to action, the emotionally charged stories. Imagine yourself stepping into a large supermarket. The entrance often leads you to the fresh produce section, filled with vibrant colors and fresh scents. This is no accident. This area creates a healthy, wholesome first impression, making you feel good about your shopping trip from the very beginning. This positive feeling can make you more relaxed, and more likely to spend more throughout the rest of the store. The layout is a carefully constructed path, designed to expose you to the maximum number of products. The most essential items are often placed at the very back. Milk, bread, forcing you to walk through the entire store to get them. As you walk down those wide, clean aisles, pay attention to the shelves. Products at eye level are in what marketers call the bullseye zone. This is the most valuable real estate in the store. Brands pay a premium to have their items placed there. It's the easiest spot for you to see and grab from. Cheaper store brands are often relegated to the top shelves. Less popular items are pushed to the bottom shelves, requiring you to look up or bend down. When you're in a hurry or feeling tired, you're more likely to grab what's right in front of you. Think about the end of your shopping journey. As you approach the checkout counter, you enter a gauntlet of temptations. Narrow lanes lined with candy, magazines, cold sodas, small inexpensive items. These are known as impulse buys. They capture your attention while you wait in line. A moment when you might be bored or low on willpower after a long shop. You didn't come for a chocolate bar, but it looks like a harmless treat. This placement capitalizes on a captive audience. Even the music playing softly has a purpose. Slower tempo music makes shoppers move more slowly and buy more. Faster music moves people quicker during peak hours. Every element, the scent of baking bread in the bakery, free sample stations, is designed to shape your experience and guide your cart. It's a silent, invisible map leading you where the store wants you to go. Pricing is one of the most powerful and subtle tools companies use to influence your perception of value. One of the most common techniques you see every day is charm pricing. $9.99, $10. Your brain reads left to right. The first digit, the 9, anchors your perception. It makes the item feel like it belongs to the $9 category, not 10. That tiny difference can move sales. Another clever strategy is price anchoring. High-end model, $3,000. Similar model, $1,500. Suddenly the $1,500 TV looks like a bargain. Retailers use anchors to steer you towards specific products. Now let's shift our focus to the screen you probably look at multiple times a day, your smartphone. Social media platforms are masters of capturing and holding your attention. One of their most effective tools is the infinite scroll. When you open an app like Instagram or TikTok, the feed of content never ends. You can swipe down forever, and there will always be something new to see. This design eliminates any natural stopping point. Unlike a book or a magazine with a final page, the infinite scroll encourages you to keep going, just to see what the next post might be, creating a continuous loop of consumption. This loop is powerfully reinforced by a system of variable rewards, much like a slot machine. Every time you refresh your feed, you do not know what you will get. It could be a funny video, a beautiful photo from a friend, or an important news update. The unpredictability is what makes it so addictive. Each notification, like, or comment provides a small burst of social validation, releasing a bit of dopamine in your brain. This creates a pleasurable feeling that your brain wants to experience again and again. The platforms are designed to deliver these rewards at an unpredictable rate, which keeps you coming back for more. Behind the scenes, powerful algorithms are working to learn your preferences with incredible precision. They track every single action you take, what you tap on, how long you watch a video, who you follow, and what you comment on. This data is used to build a detailed profile of your interests. The platform then uses this profile to curate a feed that is perfectly tailored to you. It shows you more of what it knows you like, making it harder to look away. The content feels so relevant and engaging because it has been specifically selected to hold your attention for as long as possible. This personalized content stream does more than just keep you on the app. It also creates the perfect environment for targeted advertising. Because the platform knows you are interested in hiking, for example, it can seamlessly insert an ad for hiking boots into your feed. This ad does not feel intrusive. It feels relevant and even helpful. By understanding your habits and desires, companies can place their products in front of you at the exact moment you are most likely to be receptive. Your attention is the commodity, and these platforms have become incredibly efficient at packaging it and selling it to advertisers. Traditional advertising used to be about listing a product's features and benefits. Today, it is much more about telling a story and evoking an emotion. Think about the commercials you see during major sporting events or holidays. They often feature heartwarming family moments, inspiring stories of triumph, hilarious situations that make you laugh. These ads aren't just selling a car or a soft drink, they're selling a feeling. They create a positive emotional association with the brand. When you feel a strong emotion like happiness, nostalgia, inspiration, this emotional connection is further strengthened by the rise of influencer marketing. Influencers are content creators with communities who trust and admire them. When an influencer promotes a product, it doesn't feel like a traditional ad. It feels like a recommendation from a friend. They show products in authentic, everyday contexts, woven into personal stories. This peer-to-peer style bypasses our skepticism toward corporate advertising. We're more likely to trust a person we feel we know than a faceless company. Another powerful principle is social proof. Humans tend to follow the crowd. When uncertain, we look to others for cues. Companies display signs of popularity. You see it in online reviews with thousands of 5-star ratings, social media posts with countless likes and shares, ads claiming a product is the #1 choice or a customer favorite. Those signals make a product seem safe and popular, lowering perceived risk. All these strategies build a relationship between you and the brand. The goal: make the brand part of your identity and a trusted companion on your life's journey. By associating products with positive emotions, relatable people, the wisdom of the crowd, companies create powerful loyalty. That loyalty goes beyond a single purchase. It turns you into a repeat customer, and even an advocate for the brand. The most effective marketing doesn't just sell a product, it sells a sense of belonging. In the digital world, almost every action you take leaves a trace. Every click, every search, every purchase, and even how long you linger on a web page is collected as data. Companies gather this information from many different sources and combine it to create a remarkably detailed digital profile of you. This profile includes not only your demographics like age, location, your interests, your shopping habits, your political leanings, and your recent life events. This vast collection of data is the engine that drives modern personalization, making ads and offers feel uniquely tailored to you. This personalization can be genuinely helpful at times. If you are shopping for a new pair of running shoes, seeing ads for running shoes can save you time and effort. The recommendations you get on streaming services can help you discover a new favorite movie. However, this same mechanism makes advertising incredibly effective. Have you ever talked about a product with a friend and then seen an ad for it on your phone just hours later? While your phone is not always listening, your digital activities provide so many clues that algorithms can often predict what you're interested in before you even actively search for it. This leads to a phenomenon called retargeting. Imagine you visit a website and look at a specific blue sweater, but you decide not to buy it. For the next few days, you might start seeing ads for that exact same blue sweater popping up on other websites you visit and in your social media feeds. This is not a coincidence. It is a deliberate strategy to keep the product in your mind. Seeing the sweater repeatedly makes it feel more familiar and desirable. It serves as a constant reminder, gently nudging you back toward the purchase you almost made. The ultimate goal of all this data collection and personalization is to make the path to purchase as seamless and friction-free as possible. Companies can use your data to predict what you might want to buy next and present it to you at the perfect time. They can pre-fill your shipping and payment information to make checkout a one-click process. While this convenience is appealing, it also reduces the time you have for second thoughts. The easier it is to buy something, the less likely you are to pause and consider if it is a choice you truly want to make, or one that has been perfectly engineered for you. The reason these subtle tricks are so effective is that they are not designed to fool a supercomputer. They are designed to work with the natural tendencies of the human brain. Our brains are incredibly powerful, but they are also lazy. To save energy in a world full of constant decisions, our minds rely on mental shortcuts, heuristics. Charm pricing, for example, works because our brain takes a shortcut, focusing on the first digit and concluding this is cheaper without doing the full math. Companies do not have to invent new ways to trick us. They just have to understand and leverage the shortcuts our brains already use. Another fundamental human tendency is our aversion to loss, which is often more powerful than our desire for gain. The fear of missing out, FOMO, is a perfect example. When a company creates a limited time offer, low stock warnings, it triggers this aversion. You feel that if you do not act now, you will lose the opportunity to get the deal. You will lose the opportunity to get the product. This fear of loss can be a much stronger motivator than the simple pleasure of acquiring the item. It creates a sense of urgency that can override rational thought and push you toward an immediate decision. We are also profoundly social animals, hardwired to look to others for guidance. This is the principle of social proof. When you see that a product has thousands of positive reviews, when you see a restaurant with a long line outside, you automatically assume it must be good. It is a shortcut that saves you the time and effort of doing your own research. In many cases, this is a useful and reliable strategy. However, companies know this and can manipulate these signals. They can feature glowing testimonials, highlight large customer counts to make a choice seem safer and more popular than it might be otherwise. Finally, the battle between emotion and logic is a constant theme in decision-making. Emotional responses are fast, automatic, powerful. Logical reasoning is slower, more deliberate, requires more effort. Ads that tell a touching story, ads that use beautiful imagery, are designed to appeal directly to your emotional brain. When you feel a strong emotion, it can cloud your judgment and make you less likely to engage in a critical analysis of the product's actual merits. Companies know that a decision made with the heart is often quicker and less questioned than one made with the head. Knowing that these influences exist does not mean you are powerless against them. The goal is not to become a cynical hermit who avoids all commerce. Instead, the goal is to become a more mindful and aware consumer. The first and most powerful step is simply to notice the moment of decision. When you find yourself reaching for an item on a shelf or about to click buy now, take a single conscious breath. Ask yourself a simple question: did I come here for this, or did this just appear in front of me? This brief pause can be enough to break the spell of an impulse. A practical strategy is to deliberately slow yourself down. Our brain's shortcuts are most powerful when we are rushed, tired, distracted. Before making a non-essential purchase, especially a larger one, try instituting a personal waiting period. A simple 24-hour rule can work wonders. If you still want the item a day later after the initial emotional pull has faded, then you can be more confident in your choice. In the store, make a shopping list and try to stick to it. This simple plan acts as an anchor, grounding your decisions in your actual needs rather than the store's suggestions. You can also change the environment to reduce the number of nudges you receive. Online, this can mean turning off non-essential notifications on your phone to reduce the constant pull of social media apps. You can use browser extensions that block ads or set time limits on certain websites to help you manage your attention. In a physical store, try walking a different route or consciously looking at the top shelves and bottom shelves instead of just at eye level. These small changes disrupt the carefully designed paths and force you to engage more actively with your surroundings. Ultimately, remember that you are being influenced, not controlled. These techniques work by nudging you down a path of least resistance, not by forcing your hand. The knowledge of how they work is your best defense. It allows you to recognize the supermarket's layout, the charm price, the emotional ad, and the retargeted product for what they are: clever designs. This awareness does not remove the enjoyment from shopping or the connection from social media, but it puts you back in the driver's seat. Your choices can be yours again, made not by impulse, but with intention. You are not being controlled, but you are constantly being influenced. When you understand the quiet forces at work, you can decide, clearly, calmly, what truly matters to you.